I'm Jen.
And I'm Chris.
And we're with Monsters and More.
So today we're going to do a tutorial for the Black Friday 7-foot LED candy canes that Home Depot just come out with. So we lucked out and got these. We went to about 5 different Home Depots and finally got it.
Nobody would sell it.
Nobody was selling it.
Elizabethtown, Kentucky was the one that let us have them.
Yes, they was the only ones that we got them to get them down, and we grabbed 2 of them.
Yes.
So with that being said, we'll put it together, and we're going to turn it on, let you look and see what it is. And you can see in the background, we've already got one put together. So, you know, that hopefully that just helps the video go a little faster, because I wanted to kind of, you know, work out any quirks that there was of having to try to put it together.
All right. So your bottom frame is E, actually. Usually you start with A. This one is E.
Yeah. And we've already got everything set out, so that'll way make it a little bit faster. But we're going to start off, and then we go with A as the next one.
Yep.
And you can see it does have the little notches in it. And we'll talk about that once we get done also. Let's see, wait a minute. We got to get our first bar on here. What is it?
F.
It's F, ain't it? Yes, because it has the cord.
It has the cord on it.
So, and you can see these are LEDs stripped to the post that goes inside of it already. All right. Let's undo the cord. That way you can slide it out from underneath the next piece that goes under it.
Which will be A. And like Chris said, you do have the grooves in here, so you have to watch how you're putting.
Yeah, because you'll hang up the little cord pieces, and be careful.
And it does set one certain way, so you really can't mess this one up. All right, then we have G, the
next strip.
G. And while he's connecting G, if you look at your next piece, it is labeled AB. But engraved inside, there's an A and there's a B. So A to A, B to B.
And then you just got to look at your cords and make sure you line up those little 4 prongs and that little notch.
Y'all, the last one we did, this one in the background, these little cords can be little boogers.
Yeah, they didn't want to go together. They was tight.
No, they did not.
This one went together pretty good.
I've seen a lot of people mentioning that too. Right, that's your A side.
And then, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the way the cords go together, you have to be very careful, because you got to fit this inside of that hole that it slides over right there. So when you first go over it, make sure you take your time and try to squeeze these up through the hole along with the pipe, so you don't tear nothing up or pull anything loose. And then you just kind of squeeze it together and put it right beside the frame and try to push it up in there as you're letting it down. And you also got to make sure it comes out this top hole real easy.
2 people would be great if you could have somebody to help you put it together. If not, I'm sure you can do it very well.
And then on this bottom, when you go to notch these together, there's 3 little notches that slide in. 2 are big and 1 is small. So you just kind of got to look at it and set it in there based off of that. And then twist it in. And this is a little harder than you think.
Yeah, because the bottom wants to move.
You want to see if you can hold it? You ready?
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, I try to hold it with my feet, and I can't hardly do that.
All right. So the next one, like I said, will be B to C. So you'll do B to B. But you have to put on your...
So this next one is H. And this little cord here is tight. Was on the other one too. Just they didn't give you enough slack to put them together very good. And the main thing is to try to push them all the way in before you start screwing them. Alright, so we're going to move this box out of the way. Slide it over here because we got to have plenty of room. We don't want to get there. I don't want to get my head chopped off over here by the
Ceiling fan.
ceiling fan. Yeah, we had to pull it down.
All right, so this is B that goes to B.
Right. Got it?
Uh-huh.
All right, now this is the one that's got a hole for the pipe piece to go in the center, but it's also got a little hole over to the side that you got to run this plug-in out of it because it's got a plate that goes over top of it with a nut. You ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, now we got to make sure it fits down in the groove. There it goes. And that plate and the screw is right there that goes to it.
So you'll have a plate and this kind of screw that'll go into it. Oh, and make sure you don't lose your cord.
Yeah, I did that and had to
Yeah, we had to take it back
and
apart.
take it back off.
Learn from
The
our
other one.
mistakes.
The other one. Now this one, you put this plate on it, you just kind of push down on this and it's going to try to tighten it all up and pull it together. Kind of like the pumpkin stack and the ornament
Skull.
stack and here, wait a minute, hold it. You got it for a second. Right, let's see, 2 big ones and a little one. You got it?
Yep.
All right, there we go.
All right, and your last piece will be D. You have to hook another cord.
That one's squished too. Prong ain't, but the little cap is.
So we found out the hardest part of connecting these are the wires.
Yes. And just making sure you're lining up where these go at. And this one here, you're just going to tuck the cable up inside of it. Got it?
Yep. There you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Yep. There you go, guys.
And there she is.
And we love it.
Yes, they are beautiful.
They are beautiful. So,
And they're bright.
I'll
Very
give it,
bright.
as far as putting it together, this one we had a little more problem out of the cable. The other one we had a little more just figuring out how these, lock together. But the one thing that we have seen, even though you screw that nut on top and bolt this down to the bottom, I'm going to put my foot on this plate and we're going to show you what we've already seen.
Yeah.
So this is the only concern that I have out of this whole thing. Love it. Putting it together wasn't bad or nothing for the price. It was what?
$80.
$79, $80. But if the wind gets up, it would probably wind up doing something, the plastic maybe turn it up.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think I'm going to do, I'm not going to put cables on it, but I'm going to get some of the ropes like the inflatables I've got some extra ones, and I'm just going to try to go around it and maybe run 2 off of it, maybe even 4, just 2 to the front, 2 to the back help stake it down to help keep it from blowing too much.
What I noticed is the paint's already coming off on both of ours. We've got spots where the paint's already like completely chipping off. So I don't know if that'll be a big deal once they get out in the weather. We'll see. It's not a big deal to us because we'll just repaint it. It's whatever.
Touch it up.
Yeah, it's no big deal. But if we're giving an honest review, I don't like how the paint's starting to come off of it.
And we know a lot of people we've seen on some of the sites where they was like, oh, they're cheap made compared to the Walmart one. It's got the big base piece at the bottom. And we've got the 2 Walmart ones.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, they're very flimsy also.
They are.
So, and I don't remember what we paid for them because I think you bought those at 50% off.
Yeah, I got them cheap.
Yeah. So, Jen goes to Walmart. Supposed to be going to get something else. And next thing you know, she's like, can you come? Can you bring the truck and come? Because I can't get these 2 candy canes in the Jeep. And I'm like, do what? So, but she did buy them for 50% off. So.
Yeah, I did get them cheap. So.
But I give it a probably an 8 out of a 10.
Yeah.
I would do a 9 or 10 out of it other than the paint, but it being so flimsy that, you got to do extra work. But the 12-foot stuff for Halloween, we had to do that with too. So it is what it is.
I give it a 7 out of 10, but I do like how they look, and I think they're going to look great out in the yard.
Yeah. So
I just don't like that I got to repaint them. But other than that, they're awesome. Like, the color is bright. It's super bright. They were super easy to put together.
Yeah, it took us maybe, 15 minutes or so.
Maybe.
You count getting it out of the box. We already had that out and
Yeah.
stuff and everything. So it's not bad at all.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep bringing you great content. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. And keep tuning in because we got more videos coming.
Yep. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, guys. Merry Christmas.
Thanks, guys.